Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Swiss chocolate run here. I've just personally finished my cup of hot cocoa from somewhere Swiss, maybe, without using brand names. I do miss it, though. I do miss this Swiss. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Here we are in game. I will update, or will note real quick that the update, the biggest, like the big content, free content update that they just released for Farming Simulator has been, I've upgraded as of this recording. So anything before this would have been on the old stuff. This, as of right now, is on the new stuff. And I think one of the new things I'm seeing right now is these question marks in the starting location, because this would be the normal starting location for the Swiss map here, up here in this little section, I believe. Well, I've never actually tried it, so I assume it is, but having never tried it, I don't know for sure. This is just where we pop out every time we start the game, so that's why my assumption goes there. But it's just some little help menus and stuff like that, so cool. I'm glad they put stuff like that in. Doesn't hurt me, doesn't help me, but maybe it'll help somebody, and that's good. There's a few other changes. I'm not going to go through the entire list of changes. If I think of one that I saw in the patch notes, I might bring it up, but, I mean, you can go read the patch notes yourself. I mean, I could make a video at some point going through everything, but for right now, we're just going to say things as I remember them and go from there. One thing I do remember, and I'll talk about it on the other save, is that we can now sell some of the buildings, or I guess all the buildings on the farms in the corners of the Elm Creek map, which is something I was complaining about quite a bit. And I'm assuming I'm not the only one. So that is a huge win for us, because that means we could start in one of those locations, sell those buildings, put down our own buildings. I mean, it would be awesome if they were usable. Selling them is probably the next best thing, and I'm okay with that. So that's a pretty awesome deal. But as far as this map here, I don't think I saw anything specific on this map, other than just the generic things that come along for everything. So one thing I will call out real quick is supposedly, I haven't actually checked it, this fluctuation is now accurate. I think I saw them say, but without really knowing for sure, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's accurate or not. We'll still probably reference some online spreadsheets and stuff where we can. Oh, we're getting a lot of slurry coming in. But because I don't know how much I can trust this still until we see it proven out, I guess maybe is what I need to see. There's a few new tractors coming in, because this was a free content update as well as a free, as well as just a update, patch notes and stuff like that, just a bug fix and stuff. I want to say there was like where was I saw? I think they added back in the John Deere and the Retriever, I want to say, or was that there before? I don't remember that. I think this Hydro Trike is new. I don't remember that one. I'm sure there's a few others I'm just forgetting, but I don't remember exactly where everything was at. But there are a few other, like, different things that you can go look it up. I mean, we'll stumble across it if we use it, but unless we do use it, there's no point in us looking at it too much. What was I doing? I was rolling out this stuff here. Was I hiring an AI worker to do this for me? I'm going to have an AI worker do this for me for right now until as I look around the farm and remember where exactly I left off. So there's my little tractor doing this. It does look like, let's see, is this making any difference at all? Why are you not, there we go, I was hitting the wrong button. Oh, I need to have the grass turned on, I bet. Because there was some talk about the order of operations of some of these things. And okay, we're definitely getting it regrowing. Okay, so this is the correct order, it appears, for the grass rolling. Now, for seed rolling, you do that. I learned that you do the rolling on normal like fields, like, for example, maybe I don't know about the sugar beets, but like say wheat or something like that. After you've seeded, then you go back through and roll over that with a different roller than this one, I think. Or maybe it is, we'll check it out. We'll find out. There's a couple different types of rollers. Anyway, you use a different roller for that to, I guess, embed the seed a little bit deeper or whatever it ends up doing. And that allows that to grow a little bit better. So that's a step that I have missed on my other saves. That if I come across it in this save, we'll definitely check that out. So some rolling questions or comments or whatever like that. But this grass rolling right now appears to be the right time for that, because we are now officially got growing grass again, whereas over here we do not. So that looks like the right thing. Other than that, let's check in on our cows over here. See how they are doing. Looking pretty good. Just eating up their grass, doing what they got to do. There were a few comments about, or at least one comment about putting the straw in here. And apparently, you can There are other ways to put the straw in, but it's still all kind of silly. Effectively, I guess what you're having to do is you can do it from outside. You can do there's like a spot like right over here somewhere that I guess you're having to like aim the straw out to get it in there. I did not see an update to that in the patch notes. We'll try it out later if we need some more straw, but hopefully they fix that if they haven't already. All right, we do have a contract I think we just finished. Lord Marche, we did a spraying contract. Do we have any other spraying? We do not. So I think we can go ahead and complete this one as is and collect this money. I don't think there's any reason to delay on that. We have some cultivating, which I'm not inclined to do. Some plowing, again, not really looking forward to doing, and some sowing. It's a really big sowing one on field 11. How big is field 11? It's probably huge, isn't it? It's right next to us. It's pretty big. I mean, I don't know if it's the biggest. It's definitely not the biggest on the map. It's pretty big, $7,000, but we'd have to use so much seed to sow that. I just don't think the sowing contracts are worth it, personally. So we're going to ignore that for now and get this grass continue growing for now. Honestly, is there anything else for us to do except fast forward while we're waiting for this grass to get rolled out? I don't think so. No other contracts that I wanted. Nothing for us to sell right now. I mean, I guess at some point, can we sell slurry? Ah, we can sell slurry. I guess I knew that, right? I guess I knew that. We've sold slurry before, haven't we? We get to digest it back, don't we? Is that what happened? Or is that just from the silage? I don't remember. It's not really that big much of a price, to be fair. Although if the line up here, I'm gonna hopefully, yeah, we can see the mouse. If this line up here is representative of the current price relative to what it can be, well then yeah, we're at the top. But I don't know that they fixed that. I think they might have just fixed these parts. I don't know that they fixed this line up here. So let me get out of your way, my friend. Because that line is just, it's like on the ceiling for a lot of these, isn't it? It's not even a line. Oh, it's on the bottom on these. Furniture is at the very, very bottom down there. That one's at the very top. That one's in the middle. I really just don't know. I don't know what that line... I know what I want that line to represent. I want that line to represent where it's at in the fluctuation. I just don't think it does, quite frankly. Well, let's check something real quick. I do have a spreadsheet somewhere that I had been looking at. Slurry average price is $33 on hard mode. A good price is 43, a great price is 46, and an excellent price is 50. Okay. So if 33 is average and we're sitting at 34 going down and it's at the top there, is average 100%? So does that mean we're at 100% of the price? Best time to sell slurry is January, February, which does still look accurate. I just don't know. I don't know if I can read. We're going to watch that a little bit. I'm going to see if when that starts to come down, what that looks like, to see if we can determine if they fix that at all. But it just doesn't look like it's fixed to me, that line at least. So I got all these big rocks out here. Wait. Why do we have these big rocks out here? Wait, does the rowing pull up big rocks? Okay, there's no rocks over here. Why would the rolling pull up big rocks? Wouldn't that just be flattening the earth on top a bit? Nothing digging down into the earth here. I'm a little confused about the rocks coming up here. I don't think those rocks were already there. I'm kind of waiting to see if he comes up with some more rocks here in a second. Of course, now that we're watching him, he's not going to get any more. I mean, we picked up all the rocks before, didn't we? Pretty sure we picked up all the rocks off the field. Come on, let's get some rocks. Not that I want rocks, but I want to prove this concept to myself. All right, I guess we can come back to him later and see if there's rocks there later, but I was kind of hoping to see some rocks now just so I know. And somebody explain that one to me. How does rolling a big roller over the top of some grass produce giant rocks. That is in fact what's happening. Maybe we missed some. Maybe that's all it is, and I am just crazy, which is very possible. All right, whatever. We'll come back to that later. We need to get the roller out, but we don't have another tractor right this second. Can't afford another tractor. I should check the used prices while we're sitting here waiting for something. Oh, look. A meadow roller. Oh, nice tractor. We saw that one last time, didn't we? Did I talk about this one? I remember Klaas. I remember talking about a Klaas tractor at one point. Maybe it was one of the other saves, but that is a really nice tractor. Cultivator, and of course, like I said, the metal roller, which we don't need because we've already got. We just don't have the money for it, and we don't have any money left over to borrow, do we? We got some money to borrow. I mean, I would prefer to save that for something else potentially. Second tractor, that's just me being impatient, though, probably, isn't it? If I took a contract, I could get a second tractor right now to do some stuff. So that is also an option. Is there a contract that I would be willing to do just so we can get a tractor? Not really. I don't like any of these contracts, to be honest. All these contracts are just really kind of just bad. I'm going to go ahead and start fast forwarding a little bit more. Go like 30 speed for now. Okay, I haven't seen any more rocks since I started complaining. So maybe I just wasn't sitting over here complaining enough. Or again, maybe we just missed those the first time around somehow and I'm completely crazy. All right, so I got a couple more paths to go and we're good. So we are definitely getting some grass to grow now, which is awesome. That should finish growing. What did it take? What, 2 months was that last time? And then we can go ahead and harvest that. And then be ready to prepare the soil for something different. Actually, we might be able to do a couple rounds of grass. One thing I do have a question about, maybe if you guys already know, that's fine. We'll figure it out together. Is if the grass is already planted, which it is, we're just rolling it, rolling this thing over it to re-prep it, but it's already planted. Does that mean we're excluded from the planting calendar here, and we can still prepare the field like in January for grass to continue growing, or does it only prepare itself in those March to November months? That would be my question at the moment of how this works. Should be the last pass here, I think. There's a little sliver of a pass there. No more rocks, though. I must have missed these. Must not be coming up from the roller. I must have missed these, or I did something else that I'm forgetting about that caused these rocks to pop up. So we'll get these rocks cleared off here in a minute. No big deal. Do I care to roll out that last little bit? Kinda. Why does it say ready to harvest? Oh, I left this over here, didn't I? Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember now. I remember. It's all coming back. That's what I get for doing 3 different series. We were leaving that one over there to see if there's any difference in mowing at different times. That's right. Now I remember. All right, we're done rolling for now. I'm not going to do the whole sliver over there with that grass still going over there. We want to... One second. Trying to remember how to get this thing folded back up. Do I have to detach it first? Yeah, that's right. I have to detach it, hook to the front, and then it folds back up. That's right. Let me get it off to the side over here. Come on. Back up. There you go. You can do it. All right, now we fold it up. I almost thought that thing could fit in there, but I don't think it quite will fit. I'm just going to park this over here for now. I don't have anything else over here anyway, so just get it a little bit out of the way. We'll figure out a good place to put it later. All right, there's that. Let's go get the rock picker-upper and see if we can pick up those rocks that are out there. It's getting a little bit dark. I might slow it down just enough so we can get this done before the next day. I'll try to just target the rocks at this point. There's only a few piles anyway. If I can even see them in the dark. This isn't picking them up. Are those just a visual glitch? I've been freaking out over a visual glitch this whole time. I think that is the case. Okay. Then never mind. Did I mess anything up on this? No, I did not. All right, cool. Well, that's fine, I guess. I mean, whatever. Visual glitches are always fun, right? All right. Well, I think we've done everything. Let me check on the cows one more time. Make sure they've got everything they need to get to one more day. And then we're going to fast forward to tomorrow. Hopefully get some new contracts and go from there. I should check the contracts one more time before I do fast forward, as well as the used stuff. Let's check here. Used stuff. Oh, that's a beefy tractor that we definitely do not need. So I'm not worried about that. As much as I'd love the class, we're going to let the class go for now. If we get another one down the road, we might look into that. But I'm not worried about it right this second. And let's go check on the cows. Cows have, I mean, they're a little bit low in straw. They've got what looks like plenty of hay for sure. Straw is a little bit low, but I think they're going to be okay tomorrow. Till tomorrow. We'll see. If nothing else, it's a good experiment to see how much they eat overnight. In fact, they're at what? 6719 liters. So let's jump out of my tractor. Let's go ahead and fast forward to 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I was going to check the contracts one more time. Oh, nothing I care about. Oh, nice little change to that little add-on, little graphic. Or maybe this is part of the game that they put in or something. Like if you sleep in the house, maybe you see this too. I don't know, actually. I guess 8 a.m. in November is not light, very light yet. So that's fun. We're going to fast forward a bit. Hopefully get the sun to come up here pretty quickly, because that is going to be really hard to see. We'll have to fast forward a little bit later in the future. Looks like maybe 8:30. Oh, there's the sun coming up over there. It's actually kind of cool, I'll be honest. 8:30 borderline might be okay. Maybe even 9 o'clock, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and slow it back down to 5. This will be fine. This should be good enough lighting. Let's check on the cows. Cows are... Okay, they didn't use that much straw, actually. They really didn't use that much straw overnight. So we've got enough straw for quite a while. We definitely want to fill it up at some point. I mean, at least I'd like to, just to kind of get it done. But we can definitely hold off a little bit. As far as contracts coming in, still have some cultivating. We do have a couple fertilizing, which are great. We have a couple harvesting. These are going to be good. In fact, they both go to the supermarket, which means if it's a train harvest, it's really hard to get the extra profit that you want without like knowing exactly how much to send on the train. And you don't get anything, as far as I can tell, you don't get anything extra if you send it all. You just lose it, whatever. The supermarket one will, as soon as we get that exact point that we've harvested or turned in enough of the harvest, it will immediately start giving us the stuff back. So that's really, really good. I like the harvesting ones that do not go to the train quite a bit. We also have a spraying one here. So we got fertilizing, spraying, and harvesting. We do have fertilizer here, so we can do the fertilizing ourselves with our own equipment. So I think we will take a fertilizing job with our own equipment. We'll just take the most expensive one as is. Then we will definitely take a harvesting. I think that is going to be good, but we're going to need to borrow the equipment for this. This is not one of the ones where we could borrow equipment from one and use it on the other because it's two different headers. So we'll just use do the most expensive one first, borrow the items for that. And then honestly, I think we're just going to grab both fertilizing, knock them both out, and that'll work. Okay. Those are our 3 contracts. Let's grab our tractor, go grab our fertilizer. Looks like we got a little bit of grass growing in already. We have a sprayer back there, so we can spray as well without picking up any equipment. I have a feeling we're going to need more fertilizer. We didn't leave any over here anywhere, did we? I do not think so. Let's go pick up some more fertilizer from the store before we go do those contracts. This field 20 over here is already harvested. Looking ready to roll. 19 over here also harvested. All right, let's get some fertilizer. Which one are we doing? We're doing 14 and 16, I think, or is 5? Let me double check. It is, for fertilizing, is 5 and 16. I think one more thing of fertilizer will be plenty. It's not fertilizer, is it? Seeds, okay. And then there's herbicide. So no, we'll have to buy some fertilizer and get it to show up. Big bags, solid fertilizer, and buy, I think, 1 big bag, at least for one of the fields, is going to be good enough. And we'll see how much is left over for the other field. All right, good to go. Let's get the AI to drive you over to field number 5 for us. Right up here. All right, there we go. Here's the harvester. Let's go get you started. There's your header. Let's grab that real quick. Actually, I have a feeling the AI will have trouble driving this thing over just because of the size. A lot of opportunities for things to get in its way. Get this thing over here, get it set up, bring the other stuff over. Is there anything else we want to do with one of the tractors while we have them? I guess we've only got one other tractor right now, but I don't think there's anything else we need to do. This is going to... Harvest is 14, so it's right here in front of us. Pretty decent sized field, actually. Excuse me as I block some traffic, please. There we go. Grab the tractor to come over. Turn on some lights just so we can see it a little bit better. That is our trailer, right? Oh, and our header. That's right. That's right. I forgot we had a header too, because I bought it on sale. Hopefully we can get a harvester at some point to go with it. Sunflower seeds. We'll see what the price sells. We might sit on them for a bit. Although I need to find a place to store them, which the silo, I think, north of us will be one of the railroad silos that we can store stuff in. Oh, looks like our worker is arrived at field number 5. I'll pull this guy over here, up here. Let's go find him. Oh, there he is. Blocking traffic, as you should. Not sure what the best way to go about this is. Probably left to right, maybe? East to west? A little bit of an odd-shaped field, but I think we'll be all right like this. All right, we'll leave him on his merry way. You're doing your thing, filling up. Looks like it's going to be about 20% for one pass. So, looks like about 5 passes, then we'll have to unload you. I can get you over there. Be ready to help him out. Oh, I thought that was one of the invisible fences. Or, not invisible, but not actually there fences. Guess we'll park you out on this little road here. That's what it's there for, right? All right, so there we go. We got you going. Fertilizer guy's going. Once he gets done there, we can switch him over to the other field. Harvester's going. Looks like everything's going. We're doing good right now. Nothing else for us to jump on right this second. Cows are okay. I was going to... Oh, yeah, the track of the slurry fluctuation of prices. What I was trying to say. Still 34, which is up there. I mean, it's... I feel like, though, the fact that the line is at the top at 34 and 34 is not, you know, a excellent price. It's just basically right at 100% of the price is 33. So 34 is $1 more. I feel like that line is not actually working. I feel like that line would be more indicative of really, really good prices versus really bad prices, and the average would be somewhere in the middle. So I would think the average price would be somewhere around here, which would be where the 34 should be. And then anything above that is when you're getting like 140, 150% of value. And then anything below that obviously is less. So that's why I don't think that line's working, but please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. All right. Well, we're going along. We're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll finish up some of these contracts. I do want to check something before we do that. Let me check. So we are in the darkest green of growing on the grass here. The grass that's right there does say it's ready to harvest. Right here. Oh, it actually tells us when there's stones on the field. That's new. They did not have that before. So we see red stones, which I'm assuming that means heavy stones, big stones? Or is that orange? It's hard to tell. I think it's red. That's what I'm guessing. And then, oh, that's what this is over here. These are stones. So the yellow is probably light stones. Orange is probably medium stones. Red's large stones, maybe. Or maybe I'm just misreading that altogether, but that's all right. So there are definitely showing up as stones on the field. Weird. Well, we'll try to remove them again when we mow next, which we'll mow here in a bit. Thing about grass is I don't think it dies, as far as I know. So the fact that this is ready to harvest, it won't ever get to the point where it's withered. So we should be able to kind of check in on that. In fact, let's come over here real quick and visit our cow barn and go check, see what that grass looks like compared to the other stuff. I'm a little disappointed that this grass that I painted on isn't growing. In 19, one type of grass that you could paint on definitely did grow again, and this is not, which is a little weird. I mean, I don't think it's gotten any bigger in a month, so we'll see if it gets any bigger next month or anything like that, but kind of just wanted to keep an eye on it, mow it when this gets ready to mow again. We'll mow this over here and see if it gives us any more grass than what we got here. Best we can do is probably visual, but we'll do what we can. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll keep on keeping on. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.